So what are we
Radiant
looking forward
team
to?
ban.
Game 2, more same, more
Oh,
straightforward envy stuff. Just I've got the key. I've unlocked it. You know, I know how to.
I hope so that NP will just
10 seconds remaining.
their warm-up game done. You know,
Reserve time.
that was the warm-up game. The rest
5
of the
seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
Yeah, they did start
Yeah.
slow. How it is, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
But they go through the lower.
EG's turn to ban.
That's the
stages.
dangerous thing here, Pete. Start slowly, and that's when the difference is 0 points, and only finish top 6 automatically. It's a massive
Radiant
advantage.
team pick.
I'm sure they're very well
Yeah.
aware of that. They know. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they won't focus
EG's turn to
back
pick.
of their head. Can't win them all.
10 seconds remaining.
Start for
5 seconds remaining.
D-Hero.
Reserve time.
Famous, right?
Got nerfed because of it. Still big.
Yeah.
Centaur too, yeah. Centaur's still in the.
Same bands for.
Dazzle.
Huh.
EG's turn to pick.
Dazzle away. I would expect.
Ten seconds
Sorry,
remaining.
Oh, he plays Dazzler, which
5 seconds remaining.
probably how it's gonna. They very like.
Reserve time.
Five and
Like,
it
that's a
is.
recipe
It's
for
just
success.
straightforward.
It's
Yeah.
not simple, but it is straightforward.
Yeah,
Not
but I mean
rocket
that's what
science.
they did previously.
The balls MSF
Earth spirit.
happen.
Radiant team pick.
Man.
Cause you to pick and not any.
10 seconds remaining.
No, you just
Doesn't
didn't.
5 seconds remaining.
The sack.
EG's
Oftentimes
turn
it's
to
scary.
ban.
Counterpicked. Generally was the last patch.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Problems. So, or you would have a tri-lane offlaner,
Reserve time.
Satyr for something. All of a sudden,
Radiant team ban.
that was kind of the.
Rather complexity class.
10 seconds
Oh.
remaining.
They'll do some sort of
EG's turn to ban.
combo flash track. I've seen out of Bane.
Ten seconds remaining.
I don't think
5 seconds remaining. Reserve
like
time.
I mean, I would imagine we will.
very
Radiant team ban.
Yeah. So what kind of hero?
EG's turn to pick.
They could be worried about
10 seconds remaining.
be locked down there.
5 seconds remaining.
I think that EG is likely going to
Reserve time.
hear that lane.
What lanes?
Dark Seer.
Radiant team pick.
What you're saying?
Yeah, so that's the idea. Say NP aggro trial.
10
Baskin, they went
seconds
aggro trial.
remaining.
Owie just
5
if
seconds
universe-
remaining.
faceless void or better
Reserve time.
life stealer. Pick a Darkseer. Very unlikely that
EG's turn to pick.
go aggro trial and Abaddon is left. Yeah, like you could lose the aggro trial lane, but at least Darkseer is Abaddon
10 seconds remaining.
balance there. That was a big issue.
5
That aggro trial
seconds
didn't go
remaining.
perfectly for intentions were to
Reserve time.
I've practiced against a lot, and I've all of their players.
Saying that? I mean,
Juggernaut.
there's quite a pause there, Paul.
Radiant
When
team
an NP
pick.
draft, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's their
it's
draft.
not necessarily.
Okay.
Comfort draft,
I wouldn't.
guess.
I wouldn't draft if I was drafting,
Yeah.
but I'm not them, and
Yeah.
they know what works.
Yeah, I mean, on
Fair
paper,
enough.
it doesn't look
Different. We don't
the
see
most-
Bane. We hardly see Bane.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it can work. Their lanes.
Reserve time.
The mid's whatever. Gosh, like now we have the Juggernaut, Darkseer, Abaddon, and then where those support balance of who. Better setup. He does do some. Have an Earth Spirit, Dazzle plus. Yes. Dazzle is out the lane.
Have Earth Spirit. Great, because you can.
Definitely lacking. Oftentimes. The silence.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I've seen some.
5 seconds.
Meatball!
Oh, hello.
EG's turn to ban.
oh,
Owie's gonna play me. Owie's always kind of played around with the idea.
10 seconds remaining.
Pick. This is good.
5 seconds remaining.
practicing it.
Reserve time.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity.
Yeah, what to do? You got one
Radiant
pick.
team ban.
They banned Shadow Fiend. Reacting quickly. Let's see what are Meepo.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds
okay.
remaining.
Mirana.
Late to pick that.
EG's turn to pick.
A lot of their
10 seconds remaining.
Shadow Fiend.
Stuff they like playing.
Yeah,
5
they like playing this.
seconds remaining.
We're on the last pick.
Reserve time. 10 seconds
They're pretty
remaining.
happy
Yeah.
with their draft.
Yeah, it looks definitely a very
5
strong lane.
seconds remaining.
Tinker.
A lot of team play.
Tinker.
Whew.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like always Meepo.
Okay.
All right.
Shiva,
Day's over.
time
Oh.
for EG to wake up.
I think. But I think, like, if that Meepo works out, it's
At the end of the match, as we first series number 3. And he
10
Grab-
seconds remaining.
Paul
5
and the
seconds
slightly
remaining.
savage panel. Cap, how are you feeling about the game so far? We got ourselves a little Meepo man.
Oh no, the Meepo definitely, when I saw it, I was like, oh no. Because most of the counters out there, it's like, you know, the Magnus was banned away, so you can't hit up that Juggernaut. Like, Spence doesn't really feel like a carry right now. Most of the time, you don't want to be running Juggernaut. A lot of teams have. So,
Prepare
there
for
wasn't
battle.
too many mids left that I was really confident about, and I didn't think about Tinker, but I am not fully confident that the Tinker is going to be able to bring what it takes. What EG got to do here is they have to first.
Yeah, that's something that just imperative, and it was something that was a problem for last time around. I will say that I've seen a couple of Tinkers versus Meepo matchups when I've been doing kind of region casting, and can be quite strong if you build up that lead. You think about the Ags, spamming that out continuously, you get yourself into a really position. But likewise, Meepo can kind of counter the Tinker around the map. You get boots of travel on him, suddenly you can hunt that Tinker.
Yeah, Meepo game still like this guy just becomes a wrecking ball at like 30, 35
30
minutes and
seconds
closes
to
out the
battle.
game by 45 minutes. You hit this like 10-minute window where you're super strong and you destroy everyone. And that is the fear right now for EG, that they're going to see too much map control. Tinker won't be enough in the game, and they're hit by that wrecking ball and they won't. So that's why they have to secure a good laning phase. This time around, though, they did draft themselves a strong laning phase. They drafted themselves
The battle
opportunities,
begins.
multiple opportunities. Aggressive. They dual lane with the dark and the Earth Spirit. They could have done. They're thinking about aggro tri-lane right now to try pressure and maybe make a lot of things they could. All of them are, I think, different areas.
This is really interesting too. They're gonna send Envy up to the top lane. It's gonna be Meepo mid, and with an arrow, he could potentially take out the Ion Shell creep over and over again. I don't know if it's gonna work out super effectively, but it's something to think about. I didn't say he's gonna use it. But yeah, Owie mid, he's gonna be on the Meepo there, facing off against Zai Sumail combo, and does have his buddy the Bane help him out in lane for at least a little bit.
The rotation is kind of. trying to be a little bit more, because I was like, what is he? But that just played by Die. No, Bane's gonna kind of like an over. Yeah, it's one of those supports that's always.
Well, in the meantime, Owie hasn't been looking too bad on this guy. He can sort of poof for yes here on far 4. And a good amount of aggression as they're going in for Owie. Looks like they're able to find a kill as of yet. SVG also need to back away. And
Bo, you want to put pressure on a Meepo. You can never put too much pressure on him. So I like the fact that they're starting off playing with the Dazzle
Radiant
hovering
structures
around.
are fortified.
Doesn't. And later on, we're gonna see. I wouldn't even like make a ion shell team. Receive the ion shell from her.
What have we here?
Or onto the shrunk rather to try and
Double damage!
threat number 1. Everything in your strategy has got to be focused. All with the lane.
I also saw there's the matchup of the Bane versus the Dazzle. You had both of them really efficient at being able to break hits because you've got, heat well, and it's something that you don't back by the Dazzle heal bomb. This is gonna start to feel a little bit worse. I would imagine is gonna try and run down SVG further. They keep trading hits here. Be a little bit careful with the roll, and now SVG, they get the Nightmare onto 1. Now trying to find the setup for the kill, or it's not gonna be enough. Now they have to back out. They're easy here as well. The damage is gonna continue. There's an Aphotic Shield to make sure they don't run him down. Just saving the day. While that Arteezy isn't farming, so
That was a close one for SVG because he almost received the double heal bomb. When he got rolled in by the Earth Spirit, that just would have blown him up. He got to sleep just in time. Crit had that. Dazzle.
they want to keep around. You saw the universe down bottom. NB is stay here as well for the moment. But they'll keep never possible. Go away, a couple more CS there from it.
I mean, I think NP is okay with whatever side lanes end up happening, such. But as long as they're keeping the supports out of the mid lane, away from NP game. Tinker looks like
so much damage. The secondary route, he is falling low. It looks like they're going to be able to get the kill on him. Oh, Sumail drop and roll for the kill. Nicely done. Man, that was so close to death with that laser. And thankfully, they end up being able to pick one up there. But Universe that actually was credited with that kill.
You got the ion shell on. Yeah, so, but I mean, it's well worth it for AUI, right? Because he gets the experience for the team, and he managed blood gold bounce well, so it kind of speeds along your progression into that's so good. Evil Genius does not have a wealth of decisions, and this is why the Wimpo big.
Wave.
The question is, if you can actually get the stats up,
Oh man, that was a really good play there by the Bane to try the MSS to get out. Still taking a lot of damage, and that heal bomb certainly. MSS able to escape. Fight level 6 as a veteran. It's gonna back out again. You know, I'm wondering when is the point where we start to see the back to the jungle and somebody else in lane? Stage where you have to like abandon the lane for Owie, or do you think it's okay to just sort of pass it back and forth?
it kind of depends how much pressure. If you are kind of like a Storm Spirit, we usually buy level 5. It can happen pretty much feeling enough pressure in lane. That's okay, because it always needs a lane. Naturally very experienced Bane and still like a typical end.
Yeah, and the same kind of efficient come out from Meepo as Darkseer's over here. Now anytime Meepo comes back in, you can save and head back towards the jungle if he wants afterwards. And as far as the skill build that this tank might end up being a little bit
Dire's
of a
bottom tower is under attack.
Brana in the meantime
Radiant's top
has her
tower
level
is
6
under
up.
attack.
Do we see any good rotation in with trying to find a kill with Moonlight Shadow?
Yeah, it would be pretty wise to. It can also just draw attention away, make some aggressive maneuver with that Moonlight Shadow. Maybe again, those are temptations that.
Nightmare. What about testing this? It gets the silence off, so they won't be able to find that initiation. Still the pressure will mount, but they keep Iron Shell's strength.
AG are, I think, pretty happy. You know, I keep talking about this such, but I think overall they're very happy with the way the lane phase is going. They're up in CS on all 3 of their cores. You can't really include the Meepo versus team. That one's the side lanes are very well. They don't need to rush things. I'm curious to see what kind of build Arteezy goes for here. Whether or not a little bit more build, or if he tries to act as more base creator in some ways.
Sort of going to be a question, I'm sure, how early I feel like they can get away with that coming on. Time you do see it, they're towards it, trying to find a kill. Wasn't going to happen. Dazzle's going to survive that jug, although there is now going to be a
Shadows take us.
by NP is Light Shadow, and they're going to fully commit. Down the bottom, like
Backside.
diving for it. There's the Nightmare, the Crush and follow. Are they going to go get the range at it? They're not quite there in time. And now Crit's showing up. A lot of damage being dealt down. They take down the left rack and a Surge Forward Universe as well. Trying to pull an SPG. They use the Earthbind, keeping him in place for the moment. SPG's still getting ran down, and Crit is actually going to dive all the way under tower for this one. He can just roll out again in a second. Nobody there to help out.
The Ion Shell comes up big once again. He had Brain Zap up too, so he could have actually gotten that off. It could have been a thing, and maybe full team are going to line up here. And
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
triple range creep they've got set up right now, aggressively taking down the creep. Much chip damage. A big part of safe lane carry. Because as you go for a full.
The setup, trying to find Shelter Jug will die here. This is never going to happen. In fact, they might end up losing more cores than they bargained. The pullback, back deep wall as well. They're controlling them up. MSS is ulti's the top, and it looks like they are going to bring down that left track as well. And probably this Abaddon as well. Healing Ward in the trees. He's microing to the best of his ability. They do manage to bring it down finally, and now Arteezy in a lot of trouble. But can they get it? No, he's able to juke away. They have the Grave as well to keep him alive. MSS's shield did not pop there to get the kill. And they lose a couple more.
Just shy of being able to get that kill. The Brain Sap, the Bane brought Arteezy so low, and if they'd actually killed the Jug, then that all would have been supposed just farming away in various parts of happening. So if they can just blow for blow, trade for trade, then it's into the favor of NP. That also said, looking effective. Love to be able to dazzle. Slow down that.
More and more about the context, the greater context of how the Groupstage works. Bane is walking in. Bane! Oh my god, he got him! Oh no!
Who needs Moonlight Shadow and Smoke when you get it in his rune?
Oh.
And Sumail's sitting at 100 HP.
God, Sumail's gotta be so upset after that. That's so frustrating.
So happy. They're now also doing a lot of chip damage on the tower.
They have been able to catch out Eternal Envy. He has dropped so low with that one. Iron Shell on the crit. Quite potent indeed.
Yeah, it's like the Angel versus hardest. So much laning pressure, and there's so much ganking. He just kind of like keeps you from being able to escape so.
Again, just to go back to what I was talking about with the group stages as well, thinking about it was EG like have to win this. It's a very tough group as it is, and having already gone down one, if they lose and he can get a 3 advantage, like they need to pull something out of this. Get a good team upper bracket. But in the meantime, there's another smoke movement in that fatal.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
An
attack.
Iron Shell combo is ready to go, but nobody is there to take the gank. It's all moved out across the map.
I'll tell you right now, Lyrical, all the other teams in Group B, they're watching this game and they're cheering the hell out of EG. They're like, let's go EG, make this a tie, please, because they do not want any other team. Like, NP would be in such a great position to, not many teams are going to be. They can be the great position. And to go to the other.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Smart money. The rotation of Crit and Universe covering the, but and very true to their style. They be grouped up and usually not separating.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is
Now
under
showing
attack.
up in mid.
Dire's
To
top
eventually
tower
get
is
this
under
tower
attack.
killed. It may just be denied though. That happened.
Dire's
But
middle
still an
tower
objective
has
down, and
been
that's
denied.
both of the tier 1s taken in top and mid. For NP, do you feel like there's any need to really start to like try and push the tempo at all and make stuff happen, or you just keep on farming up on
Dire's top
Depot,
tower
happy with
is
that?
under
I
attack.
think the tempo is. I think that's
Radiant's
the
bottom
first
tower is under attack.
objectively. Make sure that it doesn't have that very far forward objective to.
Beans grip from far away. SVG has found him. Arteezy is going to be able to get the spin away now, and the turn, the Earth Spike is going to be enough to get that kill onto Crit. Coming in handy now. NP ready to push again. The tier 1 bottom could potentially be next on the docket if they wanted to. They can also just deny the tower and move out across the jungle.
NP is one of the better teams at defending their skills. A lot of other
Dire's
teams have
bottom tower
it up
is under
and gone
attack.
for more aggressive maneuver, try and take control of mid and the enemy by pressuring the NP. 5 men together really well. That was doesn't actually translate in objective, but
Radiant's
they do
middle tower is under attack.
The prize is mine.
slow down that battle. Looking to buy as a set.
Salamene smiles upon me.
Another big smoke movement. Now, I have a ton of deep strike. Def joins they run.
Radiant's top
Always to
tower
go in
is
for
under attack.
Rotan, so how are you going to pick that up? A little bit trepidatious about it.
Yeah, EG, they know that this is
Taking damage, bringing 7 keep them alive. They're coming in with MSS as well. They're able to get that split Earth, is connecting onto Jug and pullback, so they're able to fade out a little bit of aggression there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
MSS is going to be, it's kind of one of those heroes that just stands, stops it, just
Radiant's bottom tower is
like,
under
kind of
attack.
like just feels comfortable. That push is going to be kind of non-existent.
Spoil that shot.
Themselves away. Long efficiency. Sorry, what kind of mission? But in very stark difference. Full Genius is making out of this like 5-minute window by splitting apart, farming very well. NP, they focus a lot more. Or amount of network by 12 minutes. After that, they start grouping up a little bit, saying, hey, we got the lead that. Now,
And I guess that plays more in style of well as trying not given. He ended up going kind of an interstill here as well. He has 2 Wraith Bands as well as a Dragonlance and the Dagger now. Should allow him to scout out and take down although we have seen that they've tended to keep one of the supports with Sumail on the sinker every time he rotated the lane up at the top. I was right next to him. Now he had a crit next to him. This is a good job of covering this.
Yeah, I think AUI knows
Dire's top tower is under attack.
to start putting pressure on that early. Can't go the stat efficient. First of all, because of Dragonlance guy, but also
Radiant's
primarily
bottom
because
tower is under attack.
nice pick off on Zai though.
Classic combo. Nightmare into an arrow.
He lies into the ward, you know. He just pushed out. You're just trying to get a ward down or something. You're like, oh, I got slept. I'm dead now. There's nothing I can do.
What happens in Mouth? Well, also you take a look at these players here that were in the mid roll end of it. Quite good for experience. Probably good as a team. How have you felt about his performance so far, considering this is one pro game stage?
Not really much to say. So far, I think adequate. It's once you get the blink dagger and starts not just about the technical performance, though that is a part of it, but it's also about picking where you go. Sometimes we're gonna have traps set up, like you're gonna bait. He's got his first big.
This is a nice one to pick up, although maybe he's going to be able to bait it out. They get the Grave off in time, and now Owie's in a little bit of trouble. Can they bring that Sumail though in time? They aren't going to be able to get the kill. He's barely alive. We talked about those traps, and I'm not sure if it was one, but it ended up working out for EG.
Oh man, EG, how did he just keep getting away with this? It's like highway robbery every single time. I watch him here walk away with just 100 HP. You know, it's just, it's oftentimes just small little things. And outlining. And I was just watching Sumail walk away from another team. Hey, I thought for a second, I was like, oh, this is fine.
Well, and this is also Arteezy getting his Battle Fury now at a timing before like the tier 1 tower goes down in the bottom lane. So granted, it's not like, you know, the most spectacular Battle Fury time we've ever had in our lives, but it's going to allow them, the fact that not too many objectives have been taken, to really keep these lanes pressured out. I feel like EG are in a very comfortable spot against this bow.
Yeah, it's normally the Juggernaut would be a bit scared. Like his job would
Tonight.
that against the Bane, but that's okay because Sumail's actually good at adopting the split push out all the lanes, keep all this aggression, and then Arteezy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, there's Yet trying to get his way away, and now he's turning to fight. There's the Nightmare, but yeah, with Universe coming in, they're not going to be able to actually fight, I don't imagine. And just have to get a little bit more back out.
Oh, AUI trying to catch crit there. Approach the bottom lane. That does reveal.
This might be a problem. He needs to get his way away. Silent stun, taking a ton of damage as well, and it does look like Howie barely able to escape from that one.
No,
but the magnetize. Oh my god, they got him. Oh, that was really close.
Okay, well, I think this Meepo game is very rapidly turning. That's the first failed blink rotation to bottom lane where they have that team fight and see what they're able to respond to the right now. This time again, can't avoid those mistakes. Meepo game against late game. We didn't have a late presence. It's true. But you have to understand this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Deaths a lot than most other carries. Back in speed.
This is at least a little something. Finding a pick off here on the grid. They need whatever kills they can get at this point because they're now behind, 5 to 10, but 4 to 10, it's still a rough one to go. And Zaya's also picked up this medallion of courage for himself, so he's using a couple more engagements to simply try and get something like Roach. But this feels like a really salvageable thing now that you have Ali going in to get Roshan for himself. That kickoff is great. Going in, they want to get it. They're able to get the Nightmare off onto RTZ, but the wall's actually breaking Dota for a second. MSS starting to fall, but gets the OP off. They're able to take down Roach, and Aoi does pick it up, but immediately going to be popped. Omni Slash was used, the Battle Fury finally coming into play, and now the arrow connecting as well onto RTZ. They need to burst him down in this time period, but there's the Grave trying to TP away, and they are going to be able to break that TP with the Nightmare. A couple more right clicks, they clean it up. Still not like a definitive great win for NP, but it's something.
Yeah, Universe felt like he was, I think, a little bit pressured on timing with the Roshan. I think he just placed that wall a little bit deeper, and NP weren't able
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
to. That could have been shut down. As a result, NP that Roshan lay as well. They just backed out of the wall, finished off Roshan, give that agency both.
Shiny!
Entire fight is
Radiant's bottom tower
they
is under
reacted
attack.
really well to that play by EG. They do have themselves. Again, you said it wasn't like amazing fight. It's okay.
Bottom. Another pickoff there. 37's going to go down. It's a little bit deep. It doesn't have another 10 seconds. He doesn't just snuggle out. Won't be able to chase him down at all. That blink on the Earth Spirit, quite effective in this game. We also saw, if I'm not mistaken,
Radiant's
being
bottom
worked on by
tower
the Meepo.
has
He's
been
a
denied.
ways away, but that's another one of those power spike items that could allow him to take further advantage of killing off the Tinker.
Yeah, for sure. It's just a question of whether or not, right? And I don't feel like we've up to get those off. It's not like we've seen it. Just had that sight of what a change that been catching that. But it will allow him faster, easier opportunities. And also, an opportunity. Another thing that not just the scripting. He's gonna have to play a lot more defensive. It's pretty much the submission. Kind of like up game.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
You're just like, it's the Tinker, you know, there's 3 lanes, there's 3 cups, the Tinker's in one of these lanes, you just gotta try and find him.
Dire's
Once you
bottom
do
tower
find
is
him, kill
under attack.
him, then
Radiant's
you
top
can
tower has
map
fallen.
and push out from there. Well, that's why you should never play that game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got Sumail over here who's going to end up keeping away. There was a smoke that was going down towards the bottom, hoping to catch him, but didn't end up happening. And
Wrong cup?
Yeah, wrong cup. There you go. There is still, a possibility here with the Moonlight. I don't know, Juggernaut is in the mid. A little bit tough to get that initiation off, though, when you know the rest of the supports are just going to be right there with
Dire's
them.
bottom tower
I do like the idea that MSS is going for kind of an insurance measure, going for the Radiance next. At least that's what he had teed up. If you did end up getting into
Radiant's
that amount
top
of
tower
gold,
is under
I
attack.
think that that's sort of a fallback measure, but you can have this third quite strong.
Yeah, in some ways. I mean, the abandon was picked up by the NA Reach a lot. Ice Mike in particular, I think, was one of the adopters of going this stain build on abandon. Goes back into Guardian Greed later on. Saw as the rest, we saw a lot more aggressive.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
But not.
Meepo caught out again. They were able to get a nice jump in there from Chris Jason. He gets the back-to-back to pull in for the kill. And now SBG in a hell of a lot of trouble himself, trying to get away from this one. There is a Nightmare, a stun out as well, but it's not going to be enough to get him away. Dead again for NP, and Meepo gone for 60.
Oh, that is so much time. Tinker's going to be able to get all of these into the area, and the rest of the team is just going to be farm efficient or take objectives. Maybe even they could just do so much with that.
Radiant structures
Far
are
ahead, and they're
fortified.
farther ahead. Pick, like a couple more pickoffs like that, and I'm not sure. arrow, though.
Holds off the push for a second. Value. It's something going right, which feels good. I mean, you gotta hang your hat somewhere.
Radiant's
It's a
top
moral
tower
victory
is
of
under
sorts.
attack.
I mean, the other thing about that long death timer for Meepo is it's more time that he's not farming as well, which is gotta keep that pressure up. We do have Lesh, who's going into a hood, and that's also the type recipe, so that's going to be completed. Another thing to help mitigate that incoming damage from the have an Aghanim. God, the refracting laser is just nice here.
Yeah, what you really wanted to do was, as the Meepo, pick up the Blink Dagger, get a couple
Invisibility.
shut out the game enough that you were able to go high ground before that Aghanim's. That timing has been missed.
Dazzle.
Motive plan. NP are going to have to play a lot off of Nish. Now, they could still win the game, right? They're going to have to deal with, you know, probably a really...
Shadow wave.
They can still win the game really off of India. It'll be difficult. There'll be a lot of problems, but they do have the opportunity. So, just gotta... got one. Probably one.
That point. Azul has not been buying a whole heck of a lot for himself. But moving forward, they've been able to find the Meepo yet again. Omni slash finish immediately, and Owie is going to go down. Owie is deep hurt.
Yeah. Nice.
And you okay?
God damn it, Larry.
6-14. Pressure's gonna come in now.
Take off that suit. Put on the Hawaiian swirl.
I know.
Shirt back on.
You have to have your moment. Provide some levity to the game. EG 7,500 net worth ahead, and they do have the relic at least now on MSS.
Yep, they do. It's just a problem. It's like it's not like this Radiance. It's like a secondary core, but it doesn't like transform the game. It won't transform this game, right? It's not like most he's gonna feel it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But for the most part, it's just gonna be bouncing in and out. Another situation, right? SVG,
Yeah.
right place, right time, just like barely wrong, and that he misses out on it. This is the frustrating part. Dealing with things that you have to make those kind of plays, but what's going to end up doing, don't connect. You're going to feel like
Yeah. Things like this happen where MSS gets caught out for a second, and you have the body block him. Oh, Meepo's going to actually jump in, try and bring him down. There's a lot of damage to jump out there. It's going to evaporate as well. RTZ and that laser get shot out. Another vacuum into two of them. They're able to take down, at the very least, the Darkseer and the Jug. So there is something going back there, but it all started off again
Dyer's
with Meepo
bottom
going
tower
down early.
is under attack.
yeah, if they just could have gotten MSS a little bit more HP.
Radiant's
maybe
top
could,
tower is under
survive
attack.
long enough. Sure, they would have had it by now. Still just in a recipe away, so rough. They do have at least the Eternal Levy is going to try to put himself into more of a right-click core. We're seeing a lot of Mirana right now.
These are radiant.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Like Envy, I think the beauty that comes from the artist that is. He has this, I wouldn't even say it's that unique, but he really commits to that idea that
Radiant's
behind-
top
there's
tower
that quote,
is under
right?
attack.
Yeah. Shake things up.
The prize is mine.
He does have this idea. When you're on a losing side of Dota, you start doing at it in order to upset the odds. If you just play normal Dota, you're probably going to. So that is where a lot of the beautiful high-level plays. It's also where like he's in a quite that situation.
No, definitely. I mean, I like the, honestly, I love the idea of it. It sounds really cool. He's going to end up jumping away from RTG here. Has he found him? But break that, obviously. Be able to escape. That is the Radiance done as well for Abaddon. I guess is it sort of a, do you think that he would go for a Rapier? Like, let's just say hypothetically that quickfire isn't crazy. Does that change the complexion of the game at all? That level of damage physically?
Yeah, absolutely. It gives them a win condition that back around that 35-40. Yeah, but I do think it's okay.
This would be a good way to get towards it. Now they've caught him out. Tail bringing him low. They are going to get it to the back of the wall now. Down on absolutely everybody. There's no follow-up damage though. They're not there. And now Quick trying to roll away. He's going to be able to make this game. Reapply Magnetite. They're trying to chase these guys down. Are going in for the kill. They'll bring down Owie on 1437. Also in trouble. Sumail is going to start going off. Rocket, lasers, every damn thing thrown at him. 9-20 continuing it.
They finally make the right Moonlight Shadow rotation and catch the tank. But Oils again. Did such a good job delaying their retreat. Lay up this is a probably not even a full lane of max, but he's gonna take the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Sean has fallen to the dark.
Illusion.
These certainly don't hurt. Not ready to go up and assault high ground, or at least, at the very least, trying to shut down the vision that you have on the rest of inside. Battle Fury is
What have we here?
style done. There's like a lot of answers that NP have individually. Where do you see, like, with
Radiant's
Abaddon
bottom
next, he's
tower
got
is
this,
under attack.
the Radiance. Do you think it's worth to go back for like an Aghanims at this point, potentially, or
for the event?
Yeah.
I think he's got a Blink Dagger queued up right now. I think that's the best thing for him. Doesn't get caught. He just pops the ultimate and waits 3 seconds. That's the beauty. Always really good. Not sure if the Ags is
Radiant's middle tower
does feel
is
like
under
there's
attack.
just enough direct damage from can't make. Yeah. They're gonna lay into a meal, but gonna do it. Not gonna be able to. So I think NP they're
Radiant's middle
stopping
tower
that
has
damage
fallen.
by having system or about being not about the items that they being able to find the opportunity to start the fight off on keeping team finding a
Gone into the damage talent trend well. They're trying to find whatever answers get more damage out on the field, because it does feel like they can sometimes blow up one hero, but as soon as that initial combo comes out of that heavy magic damage, not a whole lot left over afterwards. But now they kind of have answers to down to all the way to God. So unlikely to try and get the cost back at Adrian.
God, he actually did it. I was gonna say, I was like, here's what I think NP's gonna do. Okay, he's gonna buy the Demon Edge, and then he's gonna hold on to the extra gold. And if some sort of scenario comes in, like buy out, he doesn't do that. He's just like, all right, I have enough gold for the big part of the race here. I'm gonna go ahead and buy my Sacred Relic. Not even disguise the fact that I got this huge.
I think that it's sort of one of those things where it's like, you know that this is going to have to happen for you if you want to, at least that's what he expects is going to happen. I kind of agree with him. But you have a little bit of a fight happening. Nail is over in the jungle. Owie is waiting. See if they can find somebody, but he is going to try and get out. Ball.
You know, this is even worse than the cup game, right? Because this time they chose the right cup. They went to the lane, they set up the trap where the Tinker went. But then it was like after the cup, you found a coin. And then the guy's like, okay, now I'm going to flip this coin. And in order to win, you have to get tails. And the problem was they went down, right? They went the bottom half of the jungle area.
Yeah. And now they're assaulting high ground as well. And they're going to maybe even force the team to try that confirmed a little bit with the Radiance, but it's not easy by any means. Alright, doesn't really care. They pop the ulti as well for an MSS line going. Oh my god, and now the rocket spam is going to come out from Tinker. They get an arrow, which is nice. Some right clicks going down onto our QZ. they just don't have nearly enough damage. With the healing ward back there as well, it can't burn through at all. Another laser refraction. Might be able to go for some type of strip play here. Possibly the splitter. It's not going to be enough to take down the tier 3. Honestly, RTZ doesn't even look like he wants to lead. They are just so dominant at this point. NP do not have the answer.
Yeah, there's no reason to leave. Got the Aegis. They're going to have another healing ward up in 15 seconds, too.
Another creep wave is going to come in a bit. You do have another ABBA ulti.
Has fallen.
They're able to keep them from fully assaulting high ground. Now you have a sheep stick gun on Tinker. My God, they are so far.
AUI's backed off of his push in top lane. I'm not sure. I think he kind of needed to keep that pressure there because EG is not leaving.
Play, Universe, vacuum wall completely off the mark, even with the added radius. They X'd him up for the moment as well. Trying to bring him down. Arrow was not there to connect, and RTZ starting to drop low. He does get great, but still the finisher point right now. They can kill him off here. It would be fabulous for him. He is just Aegis though, and Mail's still larger charge in the back on it. Looking to go for a nightmare. He's going to be able to connect it in. Well, that's actually going to be the Dazzle out of the fight for the moment. He's not going to be able to bring down RTZ. So, kind of doesn't even end up mattering. Maybe with the splitters and all the spam. Prince there as well. Really good stun. There's the vacuum on the 3 of them. There's a Omni stack out there as well. NP is going to drop. It looks like RTZ will be able to escape as well.
They just can't get the healing ward back. They just can't fit to it. That's the problem. He's pushing forward. And he can't get that sustain item out of it.
And now ABBA finally going to drop. No more ulti left for him. EG will take what they came for. Both sets of barracks down. You have a T-Blade on Evo, so maybe you have a chance there with some like burst, but feels unlikely as we are going to continue this rampage through the base.
Tinker's just going to keep backing them up. More March the Machines, more rocket spams. It's freeze. Another healing ward coming up in 8 seconds.
Good nightmare. Splitter as well. Ways that this could work for them. Blue is on to 3. Find it there onto our TV. Power is going to start to drop. They drop another healing ward. There is still no answer for that. Another vacuum into the stone. It's going to do a lot of damage here. Let's back out. Be able to escape for the moment. And this extra people went forward. Isn't going to be able to use any of those items. Great reaction. Almost able to even kill off Meepo there. Envy is going to drop. Oh my God. And Crit ended up killing off the Meepo as well. Yeah, yep, this is tough. This is a really hard one. Arrow connects onto Earth Spirit. He is going to fall. Another Grave Ball. Dazzle, he's been in the right place, right time, every time. EG taking no prisoners.
RTZ, even just with the extra bit there for Explorer, recovers the gem for them. So they lost one support, but in the end,
yeah, and you're not going to be able to be into Rapier territory even because he had to buy back in that fight. So.
Oh, the arrow.
Oh wait, no, it's there. It's there. It's actually. He does have it. It's on the courier. They're trying to bring it back to him. This might be an opportunity here. It's going to be able to have a huge increase in the damage. The right click's coming through. He takes down one. Can he find more? They're leaping forward, trying to bring down RTZ. They have the Glimmer Keep there to keep him alive. This might be enough if they can contain him just long enough. They're chasing. There's the Manta Dodge trying to escape. The right click's coming. It's going to kill off Universe. Envy did it. Oh, baby!
Envy, show him who's boss, baby! Oh, Divine Rapier at just the perfect time. And it could be better, right? He hits him with the arrow, and the Divine Rapier comes in right as they have this opportunity to do a bunch of right-click damage. All these other times, this Divine Rapier, like, oftentimes this is going to look really lackluster, because there's going to be this laser bouncing around. He's going to be blind half the time. It won't be able to shoot anybody. That one moment where he hits the arrow on the team, it does give NP a window of hope.
Tinker is dead for 40 seconds here, and they are pushing down mid. I don't know what exactly they're going to be able to do, but they certainly feel the need to do something. Yeah, look at this time defense delivered. Oh, as the BKB is completed too. So, like, you think about if Envy gets into a couple more levels, he's level 23 right now. That 100 attack speed leap thing. It's a magic here, as it looks like they're getting ready to assault high ground. Come back into the game.
Dire structures are fortified.
Good. They take this tier 3. They can't possibly take that. I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's a good idea.
Dire's middle tower.
He does a lot of damage.
I think they should take the Roshan Shrine away.
Okay.
Take the Roshan Shrine away. Start setting up for Roshan, because that is so big if they can get Aegis and Divine on Envy. make sure he doesn't just get popped at any time by Juggernaut in Abyssal Blade or Tinker. Like, they have to ensure backup for them. So, couldn't quite finish off the fight, and feel comfortable about that. They're definitely fast. Take that little bit of objective, but they can still set up for rotation.
This has certainly turned into something I don't think many people were expecting, and Abaddon does go back for that Ag Scepter. So this is now a moment where you have another saving mechanism from Mirana outside of her normal kit, and they're going into contest Roshan. Will they get there in time, though, is the big question. It's dropping very low. 1437, he gets the splitter. Arrow almost connects on the way through, but Envy jumps in. Can he bring him down in time? The Abyssal Blade controlling him for the moment to the right. The Tommy side is there. Envy is dropping low. He is going to be able to get the Aegis. RTG got the Aegis instead. Takes down Envy. Rapier on the ground, and it looks like actually it's going to be Leshrak who picks it up. The big body right foot's coming in from 1437. He's never had so much net worth in his life, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh, Crit is there. They stun onto Bane, trying to bring them all down. Abaddon, he will have his ulti back up in 10 seconds, but it doesn't look like it's going to be soon enough. They'll be able to bring him down as well. Oh, it was a dream for a moment.
I so badly wanted to see this game stretch out longer with Envy holding that Divine Rapier, but I don't know how he did it, but RTG managed to grab that Aegis before Envy. But I'm not sure if he did it like while he was still on the last drop down just before Envy was able to pick it up. I can't quite see exactly what happened, but as soon as that Aegis was picked up on the Juggernaut.
I mean, we still had to me at least, I feel like there was a moral victory there. The kills off the back of the Rapier purchase, that was a highlight moment for him. Maybe not. Maybe the winning the first game is more impressive.
I mean, I think as a whole, though, as a team, they got to look at this.
Juggernaut!